Heyo, I'm the King OK Joe, and today we're playing more Elder Scrolls Online, continuing through Rivenspire. What is that?
She'll come back. She has to. You? What are you doing here? Forget it. I know we've had our differences in the past, but I need your help.
Tell me what's wrong.
It's Colleen. She's missing. She was supposed to meet me back here hours ago, and, well, it's been too long. I think something's happened to her. No. I know something's happened.
Colleen, like Captain Colleen. What was that about? Tell me what's going on.
We're tracking a spy, Naruk. He worked for King Faharjad until he turned on the Covenant. Now he's inciting war. Colleen left to meet Sigil, a contact with info on Naruk. They were to meet outside town off the road. She hasn't come back.
I'll look for Colleen. You stay here in case she returns.
I appreciate your help, but don't think this changes anything. We're working together for the good of the Covenant. That's it!
So you're working for King Faharjad now?
Colleen is. I'm working for her. King Faharjad asked Colleen to come after Naruk personally. He trusts her. We don't want anyone finding out one of the King's spies has gone rogue.
If you're here, what became of the spearhead?
She's still sailing. Master Kassan is at the helm while we're away. We've done so well against the Dominion that there's rumors King Faharjad's going to promote Colleen soon. I hope so. She deserves it. She's done nothing but good for the Covenant.
How are you doing, Nicolene?
I buried my brothers. I didn't have enough for graves, but Colleen helped me. She knows what it means to sacrifice for the Covenant. I don't want to talk about it.
I've got what you need.
I remember the name Captain Colleen, but I don't remember what the quest was, or whatever it was. So what's this quest marker over here? Oh. Well, given that it's in the bank, I can already guess. Yeah, it's just one of those. Well, that can't be the quest marker I saw earlier. There's gotta be another one I'm missing. Okay, that's the Fighters Guild person. Hold on.
I have a fine selection to choose from.
Hold on, now I'm a little confused, because it's like... What's that? Unless that's just the same... Yeah, it's the same thing. Hold on, if I go in here, right... Then I see that quest marker. Yeah, okay. Never mind then. It's nothing.
I need another drink like I need a head in the hole.
Get it? He said head in the hole instead of hole in the head because drunk. Oh, almost forgot horse upgrade. Where is it? Over there.
Help me get back on my feet. You there! A moment?
Are you the guy?
Need something to ride? Most of my stock was killed, stolen, or commandeered by the guard. But the mounts I do have are healthy and strong.
I always, any merchant or stables person or anything like that, if it's a new one, I always like to talk to them for the first time and see what they say.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
Oh, Larissa, your sigil?
Don't blame me, my dear. I don't pick the fake names. If I'm Sigil, that makes you Arrowhead. It also makes you very late.
I'm not Arrowhead. Could that be a name for Captain Colleen?
Colleen's here? Well, that makes sense. When one of your spies turns on you, it's best not to spread it around town. King Faharajad would want someone he trusts. Seeing as you're here and she's not, I take it Colleen's gone missing?
Yes. Any idea how to find her?
None save the old-fashioned kind. We'll talk to the city guards. If Colleen left Shornhelm, someone was bound to see her. You don't strut like her and not attract attention. If Naruk nicked her, we're in trouble. He's not a nice man.
How have you been, Larissa?
There's still a market for sensitive goods, and I'm doing well enough. Might even have enough for another ship soon if Telenil keeps working his magic. This job was supposed to put me over the top. Guess that'll have to wait.
How's your crew doing?
Mikog's off with Lambour. The whole relic fuss never sat right with him. Herden and Daragor are still with me, along with Telenil. We left Colleen's crew shortly after the Dominion hit Daggerfall. I like my sailing without giant fireballs.
So, this Captain Colleen thing, is that... No... Wait.
Goodbye.
Oh. I thought that's where I had to go. Giant fireballs. I know there was that one quest. Wasn't that in the Aldmeri Dominion quest line?
Wonderful day for a blood fiend attack. What can I do for you, citizen?
Has a red guard woman come through here? She was wearing a flower in her hair.
I did see a woman like that. Hard to miss her. Strode up the road like she owned the place. She came back shortly with another red guard. Shifty-eyed sort, spoiling for a fight. I confronted them, but the woman assured me everything was fine.
Did you see where they went?
They headed into Shornhelm. Didn't watch them after that. My eyes stay on the roads nowadays. Never know when a blood fiend will want a snack.
With all the recent trouble, these streets aren't safe at night. You should be careful and keep a hand on your gold pouch.
Did you see a couple come through recently? The woman had a flower in her hair.
I did see a couple now that I think of it. Don't see too many red guards in Shornhelm. They went up the eastern road.
Dark times are upon us, friend. My family struggles to survive while our beloved nobles bicker ceaselessly about the most meaningless things. I tell you, just the thought of it makes my stomach want to heave.
I'm looking for an angry man and a woman with a flower in her hair. Have you seen them?
Don't recall. But if you're looking for someone, you should go roust lazy Ludipi. He never misses a coin purse.
I didn't do it. Whatever it was.
I'm looking for a woman with a flower in her hair. She was with a man. Did they come this way?
Oh, I might have seen them, sure. But maybe I didn't. Memory's not so good anymore.
Would this refresh your memory?
Oh, aye. That'll do it. They went inside the house behind me and didn't come back out. Seeing as the house is abandoned, you make of that what you will.
How do they decide bribe amounts? in
I'll
this?
handle that. I do love playing with locks.
See you below. Naruk's already left. You'll never catch him.
Okay, now what?
Help me walk out of here. And then we'll deal with Naruk.
What happened, Colleen?
Naruk saw through me. I'm not cut out for spycraft. He had questions and figured torture would loosen my tongue. He doesn't know me very well.
What's Naruk planning?
He didn't tell me. But I saw barrels of poison and a sewer map. He's going to poison the water below Shornhelm.
Wasn't Naruk a Covenant spy? Why would he do that?
He wants to start a war. Force King Faharajad to conquer the Bretons and Orcs. In his twisted way, he's doing what he feels is right for Alikir. Let's kill him, shall we?
Let me help you up. Is this the same woman who got mad at me because I banished that orb back in Betnik?
Captain, what happened?
Easy, Nicolene. I'm fine.
You're not fine. Who did this to you? I'll kill them.
Get me a healing potion, and we'll kill them together.
Fine. Drink this, now.
That's not...
Oh, much better. Oh, that's better.
Where can I find Naruk?
The sewer's beyond the Fighters Guild. I saw it on his map. Follow me. There's no time to waste.
No. Mark his location on the map and go... Mark his location on my map and go deal with the poison.
Naruk can't be far. Go after him. We'll stop the poison.
I'm busy. Very busy.
Lock the cistern gates. We'll keep them off the winch. Watch your back, Nicolene.
I am. I'm also watching yours.
Don't get cocky.
Well, don't get dead.
This isn't going to be remotely fun.
Extortion among friends.
I literally just killed these guys. Why did they respawn?
From the sides!
Why do they keep reappearing? God dang.
After we murder these sons of dogs, drinks are on me.
Next time, let's go shopping. Wouldn't that be more fun?
I heard the battle in the fevered muse was
All the children of Yokuda are dead or gone. We did it!
I knew you'd be back. I also know Naruk is dead. Thank you. Yet again, you've stopped a threat to the city and the Covenant.
So it's over?
Without Naruk, the children of Yakuta will crumble. No one can say King Faharaja did not deal them justice. The Daggerfall Covenant is safe, and so am I, thanks to you. Now, have a drink with us and celebrate our victory.
I mean, they did say to have a drink, so hold on. Even they gasped.
Warn the guards.
Buying, trading, right here.
What do you mean, that's enough?
Oh, I think I need to go do that delve. Unless that delve is, like, in this area. Yep, I needed to do this earlier. Maybe I should make that a new rule. Boss, tough enemies like this, I'm just gonna use staff and like melee all the time. A combination of the two. Like I'll do that with bosses, obviously, but I mean even like enemies like that with the purple on their health bar, those also will count. You see how long it takes just doing melee only. Whoops. I should return this journal to Gotherg in Shornhelm. it is, Screwtooth. Yo. Alright, here we go. Done. Haha, can't catch me. Alright, now we proceed to the west side of Rivenspire. Nah, I think I did that already.
Join me for a cup of mead. A toast to those we've lost. My parents to death, and my sister to her crazy dreams. We're all going to go sometime. We might as well have a drink or two before it happens.
I found this research journal in Crestshade Mine.
That's my sister's journal. So sweet, but so young and foolish. She was obsessed with the idea that trolls could be socialized. I knew this day would eventually come. I think it's time for another cup of mead. Thanks.
Wait. Okay, yeah, definitely do all of this first, and then we proceed with the actual quest. Still wondering how I'm supposed to get over here, unless you're actually expected to like go around and then like all the way over here, like along the shore. That's the only thing I can think. here I thought it was gonna be nighttime for a majority of this session, like yesterday. Oh look, a side quest already before I could even get to the side quest.
Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods' forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. And I intend to find out why.
King Rancer's ghost haunts these ruins?
Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth.
How do you plan to get past the undead, then?
Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to give me an escort? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there.
Alright, I'll take you to the tower.
I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak my name with reverence for generations.
What is known about the battle that happened here?
A good bit, actually. High King Emmerich's forces have just broken the bulk of Rancer's armies at Markwaston Moor. Some fools actually believe that's where Rancer fell, but that's not the case. He and his most trusted troops retreated here.
And the orcs attacked them here?
Yes, Hrothgar was, of course, allied with King Emmerich, and the orcs had already subdued most of the kingdom, including Shornhelm. Rancer retreated here and the orcs surrounded him. The last moments of the battle, however, were lost to history.
Well, alright then. Okay, that's great. Is this a good spot?
Look at this! You think that's the skull of King Rancer? Maybe he was decapitated.
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. A traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, where in oblivion have you been? Those damn sleep scrolls were useless against the brutes. The orcs breached the walls. We're down to just a few dozen men, including the King's Guard. I'm afraid it may be time to surrender.
Do we have any other options?
King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the King's beyond reason. The damn mage he had gave him some fool notion he wants us to try.
You think me Rancer, do you? What is it that he wants us to do?
Before he vanished, Rizal Jewel told the king about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of the towers.
What will that accomplish?
Kill the orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance. And you're the only soldier I'd trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, go up and tell the king. Maybe he'll realize it's time to surrender.
Alright, I have my orders then.
Go as fast as you can, Lieutenant. Until we've tried this, the King won't even talk about surrender. We have to get him to come around before it's too late.
You think the king has gone mad?
I don't know what to think. There was a time when I would have followed King Rancer into oblivion. But since Mark Waston Moore, he hasn't been himself. It seems his hatred for Emmerich has completely consumed him.
God dang.
Are you ready for glory, Lieutenant? Our greatest hour is at hand. Those green-skinned beasts think they have us defeated. They'll soon realize how incredibly wrong they are. Have the contents of regional jewels packets been poured into the braziers?
Yes, but nothing happened.
Not yet, but it will. We will charge the enemy's ranks and they will see what true determination means. I've sent orders for Captain Tyrone and the Kingsguard to charge the breach in the north wall. Tell the general to prepare his troops as well.
You want us to prepare to charge the orcs' ranks?
Are you daft, Lieutenant, or just a coward? Don't make me repeat myself. Tell General Pt.2 to prepare the soldiers to charge against the orcs to the south. I will retrieve my sword from the North Tower and join you on the battlefield.
Yes, Your Majesty. I'll tell the general.
Well, now that the foolish experiment with the braziers has failed, has the king come to see reason? Does he realize this fight cannot be won?
On the contrary, he plans to charge the orcs' ranks.
Then he has truly gone mad. There's no reason to waste further lives defending this lost cause. The king will just have to be restrained. Have you seen Captain Tyern? She and I should do this together.
The king said he already sent orders to Captain Tyrion.
Damn it. Knowing her, she'll follow orders without question and get the king's guard killed. You'll have to find Tyern and convince her to stand down. If she refuses, look for that chest of sleep scrolls. Just use one to knock them all out.
Are you going to confront the king?
Yes. It's actually probably best I go alone. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give the king one last chance to listen to reason. But if he won't, then I'll just have to make him see things my way.
Alright, I'll go deal with the king's guard.
Split up!
Have you come to join us for the final push, Lieutenant? We're all that's left of the King's Guard, but at least we'll take a few orcs down with us. As soon as we see an opening, we're charging into that breach down there.
The general wants you to delay the charge.
The General has no authority over the King's Guard. I take my orders directly from the King. The King ordered us to charge, and that's what we're going to do.
The king isn't thinking clearly. It's your duty to protect him from himself, not the orcs.
It's true that the King hasn't been acting himself. Is General Pt.2 asking him to rescind the order?
Yes, he thinks that surrendering is a better option.
If the King decides to surrender, he still may have need of us. Very well. I'll delay the charge until we get clarification from the King.
Stop acting like a coward, Pt.2. I'm your king, and I will lead you to victory today.
Your Majesty, you've clearly lost your mind. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. It's done. No further lives need to be thrown away today.
Traitor! But your feeble betrayal won't stop Regional Jewel's magic. We shall live forever, but not you. I curse you and will scatter your bones. Die, you treacherous dog! What happened to you? Looked like you were in a daze for a few moments.
I saw a vision of the past. It was like I was there.
Stupendous. Did you see what happened to King Rancer? Was it the orcs who killed him, or are the rumors true? Was he betrayed and killed by his own soldiers?
King Rancer went mad, and General Pt.2 killed him.
Ah, General Pt.2. Of course, I should have known. They say his bones were scattered around the ruins. I suppose this was Rancer's twisted idea of vengeance. Tell me, though, did you learn how we might remove the undead curse here?
I'm not sure, but we should gather the general's scattered bones.
Then what? Will he rise up and kill the king again? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Take the skull and search the ruins for the rest of the general's bones. If you don't mind, I'll watch from the top of the tower.
I am whole again. Meet me where I slayed the Mad King. Perhaps I can finally end this horrid existence. Rancer! Madman. It's time to finish this.
Couldn't agree more. I'll shatter your bones this time, Pt.2.
Attack! Mad King is fallen. Come, we need to talk. Over the years, I've questioned many times whether what I did was right. I wanted to save my soldiers' lives, but I only helped King Rancer spread his curse. Now, whether right or wrong, I am redeemed. The curse is lifted and the dead can rest.
The undead are gone from the ruins?
Yes, they are at peace. Even King Rancer, I suppose. He was a wise and courageous king at one time, you know. I hope what happened here does not further damage his legacy. That is beyond my control, however. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
Oh, all the skeletons are gone, so rather than just have the place be empty, let's just put a bunch of wolves here, because God forbid an area not be full of enemies.
Adept, good to see you.
Nope.
I'm sorry, sir. I tried, but no one here is willing to enlist.
Unacceptable, Captain. Either deliver me recruits or deliver me your resignation.
What will I do now? Without the Shornhelm Guard, I'm nothing. I told the General I'm a soldier, not a recruiter. But now I'm to be discharged if I fail? It's not right. I've tried to do my duty, but I can't force people to enlist.
You can't find new recruits for the Shornhelm Guard?
Not a single one. Montclair's war has decimated our ranks, and people now see enlisting in the Guard as a foolhardy proposition. I have a few prospects, but they seem to have no sense of duty. I don't know. Maybe my manner is just too harsh.
Is there some way I can help?
Certainly. I have one prospect who should be simple. Pt.2. He's in the stocks for Mara's sake, but I can get him released if he enlists. When I spoke to him, however, he was stubborn and rude. Perhaps you could talk to him?
I'll go see if I can convince Martin to enlist.
I've already spoken with the constable, and he agreed to release Martin if the young man will enlist. I simply can't understand why a criminal would choose the stocks over doing his duty for his kingdom.
Can you tell me why the Guard needs new recruits?
Because Rivenspire is a mess. Blood fiends roam across the land. Montclair loyalists attack our towns. Need I say more?
Can't the other noble houses provide soldiers?
Yes, but this? Let's face it, this new civil war has taken its toll.
Why will you not listen? Beef would it be?
beast.
If an orc was
What's
in
that child-
charge, Camlorn
Stupid horse. Does not even know how to do what he is told. I have a good mind just to feed the stupid thing to the dogs.
Then maybe you'd be interested in trading him for this gem?
You mean you would actually trade me that for this unworthy beast? If you're willing to do that, you're as dumb as the damn horse. What will you do with him? He's only good for hauling heavy loads, and he's not even much good for that.
I'm going to set him free.
Ha! You're as crazy as that dog-loving boy Handre. This horse does not want to be free. He would not even know what to do. I will trade with you, but no taking it back. You will feel like a fool when the stupid thing just stands there.
We'll see. You're free now, Fadil.
Fadil, what are you doing? Wait, no. Come back here, you stupid beast. I cannot believe it. He understood you and he just ran away.
If you come to poke fun at the prisoner, you'd better think twice. I'll be out of these stocks soon. And then you'll have to watch your back. They may not have enough evidence to hold me, but that doesn't mean I'm not a dangerous criminal.
What crime are you accused of?
They say I broke into Jerine's ironworks and robbed the place during the night. But they haven't got any proof. Besides, my friend is going to come forward and vouch for me. I was at his house drinking mead all night.
Whatever the case, joining the Shorenhelm Guard might be a good idea. They could use you.
And get myself killed? I can't do that. My father went back to the dirt 15 years ago, and my family needs me around. My mother would fall to pieces, and my sister doesn't make enough coin to support herself, let alone the both of them.
Huh! Can you believe that? I heard what Martin said. He's either completely delusional or incredibly naive. He's been a troublemaker all his life, and he's not getting out of those stocks anytime soon.
So, do you have evidence against him?
We have enough. We found his boot prints in the mud outside the broken window. He was involved. I'm not sure he was alone, but he was there. In fact, that friend of his, that Olivier, I suspect he may have helped with the robbery.
Is that the friend he expects to vouch for him?
That's the thing. Olivier said he didn't see Martin at all that night. Some friend, huh? If they weren't such amateurs, though, I don't think the constable would have made the deal with Captain Thayer. I saw you over there at the stocks talking to Martin. Does that fool still think I'm coming to his rescue? He's like a babe in the woods. I told him not to wear those fancy boots. It's not my fault he wouldn't listen.
So you were involved in the robbery?
Yeah, so what? I wasn't dumb enough to leave any proof for that constable to find, so I'm in the clear. And don't expect me to risk my neck sticking it out to vouch for Martin. As far as I'm concerned, he's better off in the stocks.
If Martin gets punished, I'll make sure you join him.
Wait! No, please! Please don't! I'd go mad in the stocks! Look, I don't know how to sell these stolen goods anyway. How about this? I'll just leave them on the constable's doorstep tomorrow morning. That will clear Martin's name. Is that enough?
Alright, that seems reasonable.
They are going to release me, aren't they? Has Olivier really not come forward? He will. I know he will.
I really think you should enlist, Martin.
Why? Olivier's not going to vouch for me, is he
Welcome to the Dusklight Inn. Not exactly the lap of luxury, but We try to make our customers comfortable. The cost of a room's cheap, and if you're as broke as I am, that's all that matters.
Is it harder to get by without your brother's help?
What? You mean because Martin's in the stocks? I don't know if I'd say that makes things harder. Wait, did Martin say something to you? I'd rather not discuss this. Our family's finances really aren't anyone's business but our own.
I'm only asking because I want to help Martin.
Really? Well, the truth is that Martin's only ever been a drain on our family's resources. His big ideas never amount to a hill of beans. I wouldn't tell him, but the best thing he could do is enlist. We could really use another steady income now.
Ah, an adventurer. Always so inspiring to have someone like you around town. I hope my son Martin would take up an exciting profession like that. But I'm beginning to think the poor boy just doesn't have it in him. He worries me sick, you know.
He thinks you'd fall apart without him.
No, I'm afraid the opposite is true. He's never had a good role model, you know. His dear father was King Rancer's most trusted general. He died up at Trader's Tor. They say he died a dishonorable death. It's a shame we'll never know the truth.
I know the truth. General Dathew died trying to do the right thing.
He did? You know this for certain? I can't tell you how much that warms an old woman's heart. I always knew he died honorably. Martin, though, he was ashamed. You should go and tell him. He needs to know the truth about his father.
You think knowing would make a difference for Martin?
I do. Martin's always been ashamed. Every chance he's had to make something of himself, he's shied away from it for fear that he would fail, like his father did. If he knew his father died honorably, I think it would inspire him.
So you think Martin should enlist in the Shornhelm Guard?
I worry that if he enlists just to get out of trouble, that would be the wrong reason. If someone could tell Martin that his father died a hero, that would inspire him to follow in his father's footsteps, to join and fight with honor.
I've little time for talk.
You take that back. They are going to release me, aren't they? Why? Olivier's not going to vouch for me, is he? That backstabbing arsehole. I can't enlist, though. I just can't. I'm just not cut out to be a soldier. And my mother and my sister need me here.
Your father was a hero. You should follow in his footsteps.
You know about my father? You mean, you were there, weren't you? He did die with honor, didn't he? I don't know. Perhaps you're right. Maybe I was born to be a soldier, and I've just been running from my destiny. All right, I'll enlist.
The wholesome ending.
You've certainly done your due diligence. I really appreciate the efforts, but I had a feeling it wouldn't work. Some people just have no sense of duty, and I guess Martin falls into that category.
Actually, I convinced Martin to enlist.
You did? Excellent. I don't know what you said to him, but I don't care. It's my duty to get new recruits, and you helped me fulfill it. Thank you. I'll have the deputy release him, and we'll get him whipped into shape in no time. You really have the knack for this. While I'm getting Martin released, I wonder, would you be at all open to taking a crack at another one of my stubborn prospects? Her name's Suga. She's got a mouth on her, but she'd make a good soldier.
Sugar. Need me some sugar. Why doesn't Sugar want to enlist?
She wouldn't admit it, but I think she's some kind of bandit, and that's why she doesn't think much of the Shornhelm Guard. She called me some rather rude names. In fact, I lost my temper, but you have more patience.
Are you sure you want to recruit a bandit?
If it was up to me, no. But our numbers are low and we can't be picky. Besides, I'd rather risk the life of a bandit in battle than some poor girl who's never even swung a sword. If you're willing to speak to Suga, she's over by the ironworks.
I'll talk to Sugar and see how it goes.
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life. Even the Shornhelm guards got better steel than this.
I hear the Shornhelm Guard has some of the best weapons in Rivenspire.
Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old sow, Thayer, I'd eat dung before joining the Guard.
What do you have against the Shornhelm Guard?
Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Rivenspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shornhelm Guard for breakfast. You look tougher than your average guard, but my boyfriend would wipe the dirt with you.
I'll take that bet.
Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun though. Beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take your gear and leave your corpse in the road.
Wow. Then we have a deal. Where can I find your boyfriend?
Just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Govaled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight. I'll be here if you decide you're too much of a coward.
What? Lady, you have no idea the things I've faced. There's 3 of them.
How vile! Is that a piece of Govaled's brain on your boot?
Ew.
What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed.
You're not mad that I killed your boyfriend?
Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever.
Wow. So you'll keep your end of the bargain and enlist in the Shornhelm Guard?
I suppose so. Govaled's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins. I'll give the guard a try. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll come around soon.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like that. I'd probably have been forced to beat her down every other day just to keep her in line. Maybe it's better that she won't enlist.
Actually, I did convince her to enlist.
You did? Huh. Being Argonian's aunt, I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been a recruiter. You can't seem to fail. While we're waiting for Shugo to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's awkward.
What makes this recruit so difficult?
Julien Riziol, that's his name. He seems like a sharp young man and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Julian, but okay. Any ideas on how I should approach him?
I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If anyone can convince him, though, it's you.
I'll talk to Julian.
I've been watching you, going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. I can't leave town. Not now.
Why can't you leave town?
Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, she'd probably have married someone else. I couldn't live with that.
What if she promised to marry you?
That would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to happen, though. It's going to take something special to win her heart, and I haven't a clue as to what that is.
Maybe I could go talk to her and find out.
Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now. I think maybe she just enjoys playing with my emotions. If you can help me win her heart, though, I'll enlist. I'll do anything you want, in fact.
Don't get me wrong. You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any new suitors. I have my hands full already with that pathetic young man you probably saw standing around outside.
You don't like Julian?
It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know that I love him. I'm not even sure he loves me. I keep trying to tell him. It's just some childish infatuation.
What would it take for him to win your heart?
I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butterflies in my stomach and to be unsure whether to laugh or cry. Julian just makes me bored. Someone in town has to be more romantic.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. I think I need to make a grand gesture to prove my love to her. Something spectacular to show her how I really feel.
What kind of gesture are you thinking about?
Something romantic. Something unique. I know. A bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace. What do you think?
Oh, poem sounds like a good idea.
I think so too. I noticed her flirting with a minstrel once. She practically swooned whenever he opened his mouth. Anyhow, now we just need a poem. Surely someone around here knows some poetry. Find a good poem and I'll serenade Gwen with my love.
I mean, if her whole problem is that, like, that he's boring, why don't I try saying, like, oh, well, maybe if you enlist in the guard, that's exciting.
Just resting the legs for a few minutes here and letting my friends graze. No matter how bad things get, I'm always grateful that I have work that I love. It's not everyone who finds their true calling.
Do you know anything about poetry?
Oh, of course! I love poems. They're very personal, though. You have to write them from your heart. I have some amazing ones, but I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing them. You should write one yourself. Everyone should.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a cattle wrangler. I ride around these parts watching people's herds. I've been working for the Edralds for most of the last few years.
Eh.
I would stand here and drink myself to death, but I can't even afford to do that. My mother told me that if I became a poet, I would starve to death. When I wrote a book, I thought I had proven her wrong, but it's come to nothing.
You wrote a book of poetry?
Yes, For whatever that's worth. I haven't had a decent meal in more than a week. Who wants to buy a book of silly love poems while the countryside is ravaged by civil war?
Well, let me ask him first.
In the springtime so fair, the ladies sow the seed. When harvest rolls around, I'm still drinking mead.
Sounds like you know something about poetry.
Are you jesting? I'm an expert. I won last year's poetry joust in Orsinium. I know every poem ever written in all of our history. All 12 of them. By heart, too.
I need a poem to win a woman's heart.
Oh, again with the jests. I wrote the best love poem ever. Makes all the ladies fall madly in lust. I mean love. I could recite it for you, but I'll do you one better. I'll write it down. Here.
What is that quest marker looking at? Yeah, I'll just tell him to write his own poem.
The more I think about this poetry idea, the more I like it. It's the perfect way to show Gwendolyn both the strength of my mind and the depth of my passion. I think I'll call her outside and serenade her in front of the whole town.
Do you have a poem in mind?
Well, no, I was planning how I was going to do it, not what I was going to say. I thought you were handling that part. Did you find anyone in town who knows anything about poetry?
I think you should compose your own poem from your heart.
Really? Write it myself? I never thought of that. I'm much better when I'm spontaneous. I'll just make something up as I go along. Yes. I'll just let it come from my heart and pour straight out of my mouth. Follow me.
Oh boy, wonder how this is gonna go.
Fair Gwendolyn, come forth and hear my words of love.
This should be interesting.
I
That's
look at you coming down the stair, and I wonder, did you forget to brush your hair?
My hair? How could you embarrass me like this? Go away, Julian. Go away and never come back.
I guess maybe I should have planned that better. Oh, what have I done? I've ruined my whole life in 2 sentences!
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. After all the years I've spent courting her, just a handful of words and she casts me aside. How could she be so heartless?
Maybe you're better off without her.
No. I'll never find another woman like Gwendolyn. I'll never love again. My life will just be empty and sad. Honestly, I don't know if I can go on. I can feel my heart breaking apart inside my chest. It hurts so bad.
Then you might as well enlist in the guard.
I guess. It sounds mad, but you're right. I really do want to die now, and it might as well be for a good cause. Tell Captain Thayer I'll be along soon.
I feel like I should have just bought that poem book from that guy. Because I kind of sympathized with him.
Don't feel bad. I knew Julian was a hopeless case. A man who's sick in love is a sad man indeed. I feel sorry for him, really. Enlisting would have probably helped set him straight.
Actually, Julian did decide to enlist.
I can't believe it. I said I was going to eat my dagger, didn't I? I hope you'll let me off on that one. I'm really embarrassed. Here, I couldn't manage to get a single recruit, and you come behind me and get 3.
Are there any other prospects?
None that are worth our time, and I'll have my hands full whipping these 3 into shape anyhow. The General's jaw's going to hit the dirt when I march them in. I'll tell him I had help, of course. I don't want him assigning me this duty again. All right, recruits. Fall in. I want to see the prettiest march to Shornhelm in history.
They really do be marching. Look at that stance. Alright, now we go this way. Wait. What's this? Old Shornhelm ruins. That sounds interesting. Is there a... oh, excuse me. Is there a side quest over here, perhaps? Well, there are enemies over here. Huh. Oh well. What, how? Who, where? He's... the dot disappeared, so he should have been gone. Whoa, 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 there's a chest right there. Oh, neat. Oh, look, there's a side quest. That's where I was headed anyway.
You stomp around like a wounded guar. Do you want the enemy to eat us? Get down, you fool! Do you want the blood fiends to see us? Now hush, hush! Adusa needs her ears right now. No, wait. Strike that. Let's talk. You can help Adusa, yes?
What kind of help are you asking for?
What kind of help? The helpful kind, of course. I meant to arrive before evil invaded this hamlet, find Constable Maldred, and provide what help I could. But this one was detained, and the constable is nowhere to be seen. Moira's hope is lost.
So what do you want me to do?
Patience. Adusa will explain. The survivors, they are our priority. We move together to... No, too obvious. We move separately, draw less attention that way. Adusa noticed a few survivors headed toward the large barn in the distance. Meet me there.
Alright, I'll meet you at the barn.
You go first. Then Adusa shall sneak off. Less chance of both of us getting captured by these cursed creatures that way.
Can I ask a few questions before we head out?
If you must. But hurry, please. Survivors have a terrible habit of becoming dead when they are left unattended.
Who are you exactly?
Someone who wishes she had arrived in time to divert this tragedy. But if wishes were fishes, Adusa would be a very happy cat. This one is here to help. Now please, the survivors need us.
What's going on here?
Must Adusa explain everything? Look around. The people of Moira's Hope were either turned into blood fiends or turned into food for blood fiends. Now, as to the who and the why of this horror, Adusa cannot say.
This sword, I mean it!
Calm down, Shaveskin. Your courage is commendable, but highly misplaced. We are here to help.
And how am I supposed to trust you?
This one could have overpowered you at any time. Now stand down, or Adusa will stick that sword where the bright moons never shine.
What? How dare you? Oh, very well. I'll just go and sit down or something.
Mortals. Show a little concern, and this is the thanks you get. And where is the constable? Why isn't he here? But that is a mystery for another time. The survivors are our priority. Still, these vampires, they are most unusual.
That person called you a vampire.
That is what I am, yes? Surely you have learned by now that not every vampire is a monster. Adusa hopes that this doesn't make you uncomfortable. We still have survivors that need our assistance.
Why do you find these vampires to be unusual?
Such precision, such coordination. Rarely have I seen vampires behave like an army instead of raiders. This wasn't an incursion. It was an occupation. We must work quickly. It won't take long for the enemy to discover our presence.
So what's the plan?
You stay here and guard these townsfolk. I'll go search for more survivors. No. Reverse that. Better for you to search and Adusa to stay here. Watch for signs of the constable. I will try to learn more about our enemy while you are gone.
I know how to deal with your kind. Come any closer and this goes straight into your heart.
Easy now, I'm here to rescue you.
I'm perfectly safe right where I am, thank you very much. I've got a sharp blade and plenty of food. I'm downright cozy. But those bloodsuckers turn the townsfolk into their feral pets. Absolutely depressing. Divines take them all.
You'll be safer in the barn with the other survivors.
There are other survivors? Why didn't you say so? I'll follow you, but we need to be very careful. These creatures aren't like any vampires I ever read or heard stories about. They're like a Divine's damned army.
Come on, let's have at it. I'd rather die fighting than get turned into one of your pitiful creatures.
I'm not one of them. I'm here to rescue you.
Well, that's a relief. I thought for sure you were going to kill me. I just wish you had gotten here in time to save my father.
What happened to your father?
They called her Larea. She demanded that we line up to receive her blessing. That's what she called it, her blessing. My father was one of the first to step forward and tell her what to do with her blessing. She ripped out his throat.
I'm sorry for your loss, but we need to get to safety.
Of course. You're right. I know you're right. Lead the way.
Divine, save me! Please, I'll join your army. Really, I will. Just don't kill me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're not one of them, are you? Thank the Divines. They just marched into town like they owned the place. That cold, horrible woman. She whispered something to the soldier, and people began to change.
Change? In what way?
The woman made a strange gesture, and townsfolk began turning into blood fiends. And she just walked away and let her companions... They were so fast, so strong. They started tearing people apart. Anyone who didn't change was attacked.
Come on, we need to find any other survivors and get to the barn.
Other survivors? I did dare hope. All right, lead the way.
Oh. Unfortunate.
poor bloodfiend. You will fall to Adusa's terribly swift blades. Oh, it's just you. Never mind then. Well, you were gone. We had a few visitors. Nothing Adusa couldn't handle, of course. But we shouldn't linger in this place much longer.
I found as many survivors as I could.
Yes, Adusa noticed. Fewer than I hoped, but more than I expected. Meanwhile, this one learned that the vampires left a commander here. He's up in the house, atop the hill. Moira's hope can never recover while he controls the town.
A vampire commander?
Militant vampires require structure. Why is that so surprising? But we have more pressing matters. I will get the survivors out of town. You must deal with the vampire commander. Meet us on the road when the deed is done.
Jesus Christ.
By the look on your face, Adusa assumes you were successful? The vampire commander is dead, yes?
I killed the vampire commander. His name was Maldred.
Maldred? That's the name of the... No. That unclawed traitor! Adusa only wishes she had been the one to end him. You did well, Five Claw. Adusa will see that these people reach a safe haven. Then I have business of my own to attend to. There is something sinister going on in Rivenspire, Five Claw. Keep your wits about you, and stay fragrant. What you saw here is only the beginning.
Where will you take the survivors?
Adusa will take the survivors to Hoarfrost Downs. They should be safe enough there. Pardon, but this one is still coming to grips with how fast the Blood Fiends were created, and with the Constable's betrayal.
Well met, friend. Tell me something. Say you knew someone who committed a truly heinous crime. You know, slaughtering innocents and such. Could they ever be forgiven, or do they deserve to suffer for the rest of their lives?
Why are you asking me this?
Because that's the scenario here. I've tracked down a man named Gerard Althen. Althen ordered the massacre of hundreds of innocent people during Rancer's War, and then vanished. After 10 years, I finally found him. I just need help bringing him in.
What kind of help do you need?
I need someone to fight their way into the barrows and find his hiding place. It shouldn't be too hard. One of Althen's old cronies came to help him escape. Trolls got to him, but he must have been carrying a clue to Althen's hiding place.
Alright, I'll go see what I can find.
You're smart. Working for the Ring of Daggers has two great benefits. First, we reward our friends generously. Second, we don't worry about trials and laws and silly things like that. Get Althen to Hoarfrost Downs, and he will pay for what he did.
Can I ask you about something?
You certainly can. I may or may not be obliged to answer, but you can certainly ask.
What exactly were Althen's crimes?
Althen was King Rancer's spy master and head of security. During the war, when High King Emmerich struck an alliance with the Orcs, Rancer went mad. He had Althen round up hundreds of innocent Orc civilians and put them to the sword.
So he was acting on King Rancer's orders?
Of course, but that makes him no less guilty. The dog that bites cannot blame his master for letting him off the chain. Althen willfully organized the slaughter of innocent people, and he will pay for that crime, no matter how long it takes.
How will he be punished?
If you must know, he will die, and most likely it will be a slow and painful death. The contract is with High King Emmerich. He hired us to track Althen down. We can bring him in dead or alive. It's our choice. I'll be having a drink at the Dusklight Inn in Hoarfrost Downs. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Oh, a chest. So how do I get in there? Where's the entrance? Let me go get that way shrine. I just heard a rift. I wasn't even a part of that. Oh, there it is. Jeez.
Who's out there? Corinne? Tell me that's you.
Open the door, Althen.
For you? I don't think so. Who do you work for? The Ring of Daggers? If so, you're wasting your time. You can't get in. And I have enough supplies to survive in here for quite some time. However long it takes until my friends come for me.
Your friend Torin was killed by the trolls.
Torin is dead? You saw him? Oh, God. I needed him to get me out. The door can only be opened from the outside. I don't have enough supplies to last forever. I'll die in here.
I can open the door if you tell me how.
Of course you will. And then you'll hand me over to the Ring of Daggers. I'm no fool. I am in a bind here, though. Perhaps I can persuade you to have mercy. You should know that, despite my past, I'm actually a very good person now.
You expect me to take your word for that?
Well, no. There's a letter in my pack, though. It would give me some credibility. I dropped my pack out in the barrows, but if you'll find and read that letter, I'll tell you how to open the door. And if you still want to turn me in, so be it.
That sounds reasonable.
All right. I believe I dropped my pack by an altar just north of the crypt. You'll find the letter in there. If you read it, you'll see. I'm a changed man. I've done everything I can to make amends. Please, just read it and...
Well, since I'm over here, might as well do this delve. Oh, it's about an orphanage and stuff. How typical. Look, see, I helped an orphanage, but then it did say anonymous, so how do I know this letter is really about him and he didn't just get it from somewhere else? Alright, where's the boss fight? I feel like it should be right there. Oh. Nice. Oh, a heavy sack. Ooh, a chest. Very nice.
You're back! Oh, thank the gods. The walls of this crypt are closing in on me now. Ever since I realized I might die in here. Funny how the mind does that. Did you find my pack, though? Did you find the letter?
Yes, I read the letter.
Very well. I hope it's giving you something to think about before you decide my fate. Regardless, I suppose it's my turn to hold up my end of the bargain. Unfortunately, this door was designed to be absolutely secure against intruders.
What do I have to do to get it open?
The door is controlled by 2 levers on either side of the barrow above. As if that weren't enough, you'll need keys to activate the levers. The keys are buried inside the Dorel and Tamrith family crypts. I am sorry this is so much trouble.
Don't worry, I'll get the keys, activate the levers, and open the door.
Yes, and then I get to find out what my fate is to be. I hope you're really thinking about this.
I'm so sick of these rats. Oh geez, my armor's broken. Better get that taken care of soon. I mean,
So here we are, the moment of truth. I can now look upon the face of the one who will be my judge. I hope you understand that I am in no way trying to deny my past wrongdoings, nor would I argue that those acts should be forgiven.
I understand.
If you read the letter in my pack, then you at least know that I've done what I can in the years since the war to make amends for the things I did. Even if you decide to hand me over to the Ring of Daggers, I will at least die knowing I tried.
Do you want to know my decision now?
No. I prefer you take your time making this choice. I need to get out of these barrows either way. So you can take me to the Ring of Daggers, or you can take me to the other side of the barrows and set me free. It's up to you.
All right, let's get moving.
I'm yours to do with as you will. Whatever you decide, I will go along. My fate is in your hands.
I want to ask you something.
Of course. If there's anything I can tell you to increase my chance of meriting your mercy, I am more than happy to oblige. What would you like to know?
What crimes did you commit during the war?
Please, don't ask me about that. Anything but that. Ask me about the things I've done since the war. The things I did under King Rancer. They were terrible. Hard to think about, let alone speak of. Please, anything but that.
Sorry, I want to hear you say it.
Fine, damn it. You want to know what I did? I'll tell you. When the orcs turned on us, Rancer ordered me to arrest and interrogate all orcs in Rivenspire. And I did. If they resisted or seemed suspicious, I had them executed. There.
Do you really think you've made amends?
I know that one can never truly wipe the past clean. And certainly not in my case. But I've done what I can. I've sent gold and gifts to the orphanage in Orsinium, and I've spent years tracking down ancient tomes of orc history for their library.
Have you done anything else?
Yes. I've fed stray dogs, opened doors for old ladies, and handed out moon sugar candy to children. That may sound petty, but the point is that I've tried.
All right, let's get moving.
I'm yours to do with as you will. Whatever you decide, I will go along. My fate is in your hands.
I already did that. Leave me alone.
I don't see anyone from the Ring of Daggers. Does that mean you've chosen to let me go free?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I promise you, whatever efforts I made to redeem myself before, they will be doubled. Every hour for the rest of my life, I will try to earn the reprieve you've given me. Gabrielle, thank you so much for coming. I need your help.
Don't worry, sir. Teren planned everything. We've got you set up as a merchant in Orsinium.
That's perfect. As it happens, I have friends there.
Then let us be on our way.
Thank you for your mercy, friend. We won't be seeing each other again.
What? What just happened? Still need to go back and do the Dark Anchor, but I ought to repair my armor first. And by repair, I mean craft another set.
This work isn't going to do itself.
Hello, friend. Do you need directions to the inn?
I've come a long way to find a member of the Stenrick family.
Well, your journey has been successful. Stenrick blood certainly runs through my veins.
I found this sword in a crypt near Sanguine Barrows.
Marcel Stenrick? That was my great-grandmother's name. Is that really her sword? I grew up listening to stories of Dame Marcel's exploits. She was quite the warrior, if you believe the tales.
I think she wants you to have her sword.
This is amazing! Our family used to be much more prominent back in my great-grandmother's day. Maybe her sword will turn our fortunes around. Maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for bringing this to me. I'll always treasure Dame Marcel's sword. Perhaps it will encourage me to take up a life of honor and adventure.
Afrin's Hold is once again a peaceful place, thanks to you.
Yeah, might as well just craft a whole new everything. And the rest is medium armor, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or was this also heavy armor? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, yeah, this was also heavy armor. Ah. Need to craft a belt again. Oops. Yeah. Over there.
Or two?
You there! A moment?
Progress is slow, but steady.
Huzzah! Grand Glyph of Health with Ta.
De Rado Oko Ta. Kedeko Oko Ta.
De Rado.
Yes, I am sure.
Shoulders, shield, body. Is that it? Shoulders, shield, and body? Yeah, I think so.
De Rado Oko Ta.
Leggings, feet, hands? Or is it just leggings, feet, belt? Leggings, feet, belt, and then magic for the hands. Yeah.
De Rado Deni Ta. De Rado Mako Ta. De Nara Meip Ta. De Nara Okori Ta.
What brings you?
Help me. I'm desperate.
You there! A moment?
I really shouldn't have expected to reach max smithing or whatever at this point. But I don't know. For some reason, I was still hoping that I could squeeze it out. So then when I crafted a new set, it'd be Rubidite. But, yeah. And it's already active. A chest. Oh, a chest. Well, at least I got to do something while I waited for them to finish the stupid portal. Now what are they doing? Is this part of a quest? Aw. Fine, I'll take it then. Well, looks like we're waiting now. So who is this guy? Why is there just like a boss enemy back here? Nidros the Sly. Nidros, a Thief? Surely it's not the same Nidras, right? Oh, that's how. Nope, it's not that. It's probably cower is what I was looking for. Nope, that's not it either. He's supposed to, like, it's similar to how he moves when he, like, in disgust, but he goes like, I'm pretty sure there was an emote called, shocked. Because I specifically remember, like, many times going, oh, gasped? Alright, gasped's not a thing. It was shocked. That's what the emote was. But even that doesn't work now. Surprised? Is that what I was looking for? Close enough. That one is currently active. It's just nobody doing it? Is that why it's taking so long? I mean, this sure activated like a bajillion times. Oh, but now when I'm waiting for it, now nobody's cleaning up these dark anchors. This seems like a fairly small zone. Because, like, I already did all of this, and that only took, like, one session. And then, like, done with all of it. And then, like, done with all of this. And then I just have this, which, like, it's just in this area here. Maybe some of this. And then there's, like, what? Like, another side quest here? Like, what I'm saying is I'll get to here in no time. Oh, this whole area is the Dune Crag. Duh. So yeah, either we're gonna take a portal there, or I do have to just, yeah. Hold on. I'll keep working on my emotes for now. Oh shit. Never mind.
Bring forth the blood offering.
Let Cold Harbor remake Nern in its own image.
Lord of domination and brutality, we sacrifice this innocent in your name.
Through the spilled blood of an innocent, we call forth your anchor to join our worlds.
We submit to your will and call forth the chains of Cold Harbor.
flesh is nothing but mort meat to Vangarel. Your strength will be rewarded one day.
I wonder what he meant by that. First, you know, normally he's all, your actions mean nothing. You are worthless. All that kind of stuff. And now he's all, your actions will be rewarded someday. Like, what do you mean by that? Anyways, now we can finally move on.
Dark days are upon us, friend. Arce's foes spread like wildfire. Only his holy relics can save us now.
Holy relics?
Yes. The legacy of Arce's saints, imbued with his power. Our sacred mission is to find these relics and use them to stem the undead tide.
Our mission? Who else is with you?
3 Knights of Arce obey my commands. I sent them out to the locations described in our order scrolls, but none have returned. Would you try to find them and bring back the holy relics?
Yes, I'll try.
Find my knights and bring back Arce's relics. They're our only hope now against the dead tide.
Where did they go?
Each knight went to a different site rumored to contain a relic. Mathion went to Flyleaf Catacombs, Edweg to Sanguine Barrows, and Cecibel to Lacrata Ruins.
She's still just standing there. At least I don't have to actually do the delve, I just need to find the thing, which is right there, and get out of here.
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
How does that happen? How did... Wait. Ah! What? There's another thing? I guess I do have to go through the whole thing. Fuck it, I'm just gonna run till I get to the end. I don't care who comes after me. Ow.
Aid me! Move to flank! I need healing!
Whew. That was something.
From the side!
I'm surprised I didn't have the entire dungeon chasing after me. Yeah. I just don't feel like running past a bunch of rats and stuff again. And across the river and avoiding bats. See how quickly another one appeared? But of course, when I was waiting there...
It's nice out here. No more crawling around crypts, no more undead, no more really heavy armor, no more preaching about RK. Nope, no more. I'm done.
Are you Edwig, a servant of RK?
That Edweg is gone. I am no longer in the service of Arche. Maybe I'll be Edweg the Traveler, or maybe Edweg's safe at home. I bet you were sent to find me. Or at least the relic I was supposed to retrieve. St. Marben's fingerbone.
Do you have the relic?
Near as I could find out, it's buried up at the top of these barrows. But when I saw the trolls and felt the cold of the barrows on my skin, I said no more. I've resigned. You can get the relic and pass along my resignation to Alvarin.
Imagine this game just not having the available quest markers, you know, the black ones, and you just go around talking to every single NPC that you see, just in case they have a quest. Anyway, need to get that. Not worth it, never mind. Nope. Nope. Now, how do I get up there? Do I have to go around some other way? And there's a quest up here, because of course there is.
The wind whispers to me tales of distant places, of verdant glades dappled with sunlight. Where is this beauty, this wonder? Why can't I go there? What is this strange being standing before me?
Are you talking to me?
The creature speaks. My loneliness falls away like the autumn leaf. The wintry shiver of apprehension sets in. Do I dare ask the many questions I have? Do I dare hear the answers? How? When? Why? Why am I cursed with the burden of thought?
Who are you?
I'm a tree, but I think, I feel. How? Other trees have no such faculties, do they? I even have memories. Movement, walking, a cave, but then nothing. There's something about the cave. It's near. Will you search inside for the answers I have lost?
Yes, I'll investigate the cave. Ooh, Rubidite.
What life comes to witness my sorrow? Dark, cold, dry. Worse than death this prison is. But my bindings cannot be broken like a dead branch. There is no escape, no release.
Are you related to the talking tree outside?
Yes, that tree is me. Or rather, it is the life form in which I was the life force. But another came and by foul magics took my place.
Merithrin the Mage. He cursed us both.
How did you become cursed?
No details do I know, only that by arcane ritual did Merithrin pervert the natural order, binding me here and him there. I to lose my body, and he to lose his mind.
Is there any way to reverse the curse?
This I never knew, and Merithrin will not recall. He was a revered member of the Mages Guild in Shornhelm. Perhaps answers are there to this question, or perhaps not.
Garden gulp. Oh, so now we're gonna get these quests that send me all over the map, huh? That's what we're doing now? I see how it is. I was spotted for like a split second. picking up that... Well, I mean, I should know how. I got there already. Let me just grab that. Where am I? Oh. It's this way.
You've returned. I did not expect this. Dare I hope, though? Do you know the means by which I might be released?
Marethrin's notes said this elemental dust would reverse the spell.
Then delay no longer. Any thirst I once felt for life has long since faded. All I seek now is the peace of death. Though I want to despise the mage for what he did, I feel more pity than hate. I hope this gives him release as well. Peace at last.
But all I did was smash the crystals.
I remember now. I remember it all. Oh, gods! What accursed thing did I do? The spell! It trapped me in the tree's form. It was a nightmare. Such was the price of my lust for longevity. But now I am released.
Yes, you and the tree can both be at peace now.
Being trapped in the tree was a fate worse than any death I can imagine. Though I once did all I could to extend my life, I am now grateful to be granted the peace of death. If you were the one responsible for releasing me, then I thank you.
Anyway... And finally, back on track.
There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you, and I assume that you dealt with Riz Al Jul. Then we are ready to begin. Let's find out why they tried so hard to hide this place from my memories.
What is this place?
A forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Lokrata Hills. I found a trap door that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked tight. Look around for a way to open the trap door, and I'll meet you at the West Tower.
I'll try to find a way to unlock the trapdoor.
I advise caution, my friend. As with Rizal Jul and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assumed that Montclair's memory was never affected, who knows what we may find in the ruins below.
Who are you? You don't look like a skeever.
Alvarin Garrot sent me to find you.
By Arce's beard, it is good to see a friendly face in this evil land.
Did you find the relic?
Yes. A tomb held the broken scythe blade that killed Saint Octavian. I hope it helps our cause. I was just about to leave when I saw you enter the ruins. I must return to Alvarin with this relic.
Over here. Did you find anything that might help us?
Well, no. Hold on. Guess I'll do this first then. Yes, a backpack makes a clinky clank noise, like I'm opening a chest. Yep.
Over here. Did you find anything that might help us?
I thought the sky shard was up here. Bruh. No, no, no! I'm pretty sure there's another way of getting over there, but I want to try this now. God damn it. Now, you should be able to get on the side like that. Ow.
Over here. Did you find anything that might help us? Over here. You found a key? Very good. Enter the ruins and I'll follow right behind you.
I need to ask you something before we go down there.
More questions? You are a curious one. But who am I to deny your intellectual fulfillment? Ask, and I shall answer.
What are we looking for again?
Something alien. That's all I know. The fragments of manuscript I was able to study weren't very specific about what was stored at the Locrata site. I have high hopes, however, that we will find something we can use against Montclair.
What can we expect down there?
I honestly have no idea. But that lock is new, so we could be facing bandits, or Montclair troops. Or they just locked the door and moved on. Ruins do have a habit of attracting monsters, however. If we work together, I have no doubt we can succeed.
I remember this.
It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Loraya knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way. As I feared, the delay caused by my missing memories allowed Montclair to reach this place before us. This veil, it has Lorea's deft touch about it.
Veil? What do you mean?
Loraya has placed a veil upon these ruins. It's a simple illusion spell that she amplified using the power of the Lightless Remnant. It hides the true topography and makes us see exactly what she wants. She set the trap, and we walked right into it.
So what do we do now?
And we push forward. Lorea's veil is far from perfect, and she made it specifically to hinder me and my vampiric charges. She wasn't expecting you, however. You should be able to guide us through the veil using the tears that litter the illusion.
Ow. My eyes.
Now you shall witness the true power of Mirandis Raven Watch. The way ahead appears blocked. I'm sure it's another illusion. The veil hid this gauntlet of traps from us. We need to move through this area with caution. A real chasm or another illusion? Probably shouldn't chance it. This way. With the veil torn, I can see a way up over there.
Gone. So what? Do I just go down? Or... Don't tell me I'm trapped down here. It shouldn't be this hard to get up this tiny fucking... God. What now?
We need to clear this portion of the veil so that we can move forward. See if you can rip open a tear and shred this illusion.
Are you ready to move forward?
Whenever you are, my friend. I just hope that there are a sufficient number of tears for you to rip apart. I'd hate to get trapped within Lorea's veil with no way out. Hopefully that's the last of the veil. Let's see if we can get through that door now. Well done, my friend. I'll meet you on the other side. think what we're looking for is just beyond this chamber. The item we seek is through here. Follow me. This must be what we're looking for. Amazing. It's as though it has been waiting for us all of this time. I wonder, is this book real, or just another of Lorrea's illusions? Remarkable. It appears to be an intact volume of Ayleid lore. If it's real, then this is what we came here to... No. This can't be correct.
What does the book say?
This is all about the Remnant of Light, before it became corrupted. It mentions that the Remnant requires a vessel to make full use of its limitless potential. A container for its abundant power.
Is Montclair that vessel?
That seems likely. Between the relic's magic and the vampiric abilities I inadvertently provided, Montclair has become more powerful than I expected. The book also...
Oh, sorry.
At the moment, we're still trapped beneath Lorrea's veil.
Well, I missed whatever that was. Thought he was done.
Well, my friend, it appears that the book is real and not part of Lorrea's illusion. I believe it will be of great help to us in the trials ahead. That said, I have much research to do. Ancient Ayleid isn't my native language, you know.
Is this book really going to help us?
I believe so, yes. I have much more reading to do before we get to that point, though. Know that we wouldn't have this advantage if not for you. I could never have navigated Lorrea's Veil without your help. While I continue my research, you should head to North Point. Gwendis caught wind of Lorrea in that area, and I had her direct Durell and Tamrith to take their troops north. I'm sure they'd appreciate any help you could provide.
What can you tell me about North Point?
Baron Dorrell considers North Point to be his seat of power. He has a number of holdings there, including a lucrative maritime endeavor. It makes sense that Montclair would send Lorrea there. If they control North Point, they control the North.
Should I look for anyone in particular when I get to North Point?
Gwendis reported that North Point has been sealed. I fear Montclair already controls the city. Find Baron Dorrell. He commands the troops amassing outside the city. I'm sure he has a plan in motion. Talk to the Baron and see what you can do to help.
I'll find Baron Dorrell.
I expect that Baron Dorrell and his troops will have found a good vantage point outside the city. While you help them liberate North Point, I'll continue to study the Ayleid book we discovered.
I rejoice that you still live. Arkay's blessing served you well. Cecibel has returned. What of the others?
Matthiomi is dead and Edwig deserted your cause.
I feared as much. Alas for Edwig's weakness and the evil deeds of the bandits. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I have rewards for your bravery and skill in Arkay's cause.
this? Another stranger strutting into my town? Perfect. They'll probably give you the mayor's job. Experience? Phew, you don't need that. Just ask the new constable.
You seem frustrated.
Me? No. Why would I be frustrated? 10 years as town constable, and the mayor just up and decides to fire me the other day. Can you imagine? Says I'm getting too old, and the new constable will do a better job. The dung-heap bastard.
Who's the new constable?
That's the thing, no one even knows him. Gavendian, that's his name. He and his bailiff sauntered into town last week, and now he's constable? Something smells wrong. Say, think you could poke around and try to find out what's really going on?
Alright, I'll talk to the people and see what I can learn.
Sad times when I have to rely on a stranger. But I do appreciate you asking around. The mayor, the jeweler, the miller, they're all acting strangely. There's something they're not saying. I'll be back at the inn if you learn anything.
In what ways are people acting strangely?
You have to understand, I've known these people for years. Shared drinks with them, gone fishing. I thought we were friends. Then all of a sudden, the mayor fires me. And now no one even has 2 words to spare. To me, that's strange.
You sure this has nothing to do with your drinking?
My drinking? By Moloch, no. I haven't had a drop in years until this happened. I quit a long time ago after I woke up with a skinny little wood elf in my bed. As for today, this is my last drink. Well, maybe one more.
There is no choice in the matter. The constable says we need your wagon and your horse.
But what will I do? If I can't haul grain, I can't make any coin. My family will starve.
Have you forgotten? You do want us to keep your family safe, do you not? I suggest you close your mouth.
What in oblivion do you want? Unless you can haul it yourself, don't tell me you have a load of grain that needs to be ground at the mill. The constable's deputy just confiscated my damn wagon.
Is there a problem with the new constable?
Look, I don't know you, and I don't need you meddling in my personal affairs. I'm not looking for trouble, and I'm not saying a single damn word about the new constable. You'll mind your own business if you know what's good for you.
Welcome to Fell's Run. Normally, we'd welcome you with open arms and throw a feast, but not this year. We had a terrible harvest, and times are hard. Might be better if you moved on and spent the night in North Point. Come back next year.
Why did you fire Constable Aguza?
She caught you out at the edge of town, eh?
I guess.
She feels betrayed, I know. I hope someday she understands. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt her. My wife and I both have always treasured her friendship.
What does your wife think about your decision?
My wife? Oh, she doesn't exactly know. Well, she's been sick. Yes, she's sick. Hasn't left the house for days. Poor thing. Yes, I should actually get in there and check on her. No time for idle gossip. Take care now.
Uh-huh. And then he proceeds to stand there.
I think perhaps it's best if you go ahead and close up the shop early today, Lady Mindori. In fact, why don't you go ahead and do that now?
Yes, Constable Gavendir. I'll close up right away. Just don't do anything rash. Oh, hello there. You must be new in town. I'm sorry, but the jewelry shop is closed for today. Constable Gavendir's orders.
Why did the constable order you to close the shop?
Oh, I think he's worried about security. Yes, with the rumors of bandits robbing people on the road, we have to be careful. There's supposed to be a big parcel of amethysts coming in from the mine, too. Gods, I hope it gets here safely.
Have you noticed anything strange around town?
Strange? No, nothing. Nothing at all. Why would you ask? Oh, well, there's Gaspar. He's a little soft in the head. He's run out of town and refuses to come back. I worry about him. He really should go back home.
Wow, pretty birds. Anytime I see one of these things, I think it's like a hardy radish from Breath of the Wild.
No, I'm not coming. No, I'm not. Don't even ask. I'll come back, but only when Gaylord says it's safe. Yes, that's right. Only when Gaylord says. Gaylord told me to stay right here until then.
Who is Gaylord, and why did he tell you to stay here?
Gaylord is my friend. He looks after me since my parents died. Gaylord said it isn't safe in town. No. That constable. Gaylord recognized him from Daggerfall. Said he was a bad man. Gaylord went to meet the constable, but never came back.
Where did he go to meet the constable?
Gaylord went to meet the constable in the constable's new house. Just there, to the south. Used to be the fisherman's house, but the constable took it. The fisherman just went away. I hope Gaylord didn't go away too.
I spot a chest. Oh.
Oh, my head is pounding. 3 loaves of bread and I'm still foggy. I don't care what happens. Remind me to never drink that rum posset again. You were asking around town, though, about that toothless run of a constable. Did you learn anything?
I found this note.
Hostages? I knew those bastards were up to something. Damn. Constable Gavendian just left here with Lady Mondori. Bailiff Sagabar's still upstairs, though. We should try to get into his room and see what else we can find.
How do we get into the bailiff's room?
Well, I bought this sleeping draft so I could sleep off this headache, but I guess I won't be napping now. Take it upstairs and find a way to distract Sagabar. Slip it into his drink. Then follow him into his room before he passes out.
Alright, I can do that. Sorry, had to check something.
What do you say? You interested in having a bit of a laugh?
That depends on what you're proposing.
I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin. I thought it would impress the Archmage, but instead it got me kicked out of the Mage's College. I was thinking of testing the trinket here. You know, to frighten someone and have a laugh.
So maybe I could use the trinket to spook the bailiff?
Here. I was thinking the barmaid. But if you're crazy enough to try it on the bailiff, all the better. Depending on how it works, maybe I'll go into business selling these things. Let's see how it works.
Look, I have just about Oh, sorry. I thought you were that lecherous bailiff again. He tries to grope me every time I bring him a drink.
You don't appreciate the bailiff's advances?
Gall and pox, of course not. I'm a barmaid, not a strumpet. Besides, I know his type. He may talk sweet, but get him behind closed doors and he turns mean. I try to avoid his kind.
Any idea how to distract him?
What, from looking at my bottom? If I knew how to make him stop, I would have done it hours ago. No, I just want him to leave me alone.
Well, I'm definitely doing the Banekin thing.
Oh, sweet Tuwaka, save me. It's a Banekin.
Oh, I can't sit in the chair all inconspicuously.
Suddenly, I don't feel so well.
Now that my skull's stopped pounding, I'm ready to crack someone else's. Did you find anything in that Red Guard's room? Do we know where they're holding the hostages?
Yes, they're holding the hostages at the old mill south of town.
All right. We've got to go get them. That's the most important thing. Did you find anything to explain why Gavendian went to all this trouble? He didn't do it so he could just steal my job, did he?
It's not exactly clear yet, but they are planning to make their escape at some point.
Then maybe I should stay here and rouse the bailiff. My head's clear, but my legs are still wobbly. You go to the old mill and free the hostages, while I drag Sagabar to the stocks. He'll tell me what they're planning, one way or another.
Alright, I'll go free the hostages.
Praise the eight. Did you kick that stupid thug's teeth in? I don't know what was worse, being held hostage or smelling that ruffian's breath. What about the robbery, though? Did you stop them, or did they get away with the jewels?
What jewels?
You didn't know? That's why they were holding us. Gavendian was waiting for Loraviv Mondori's big amethyst parcel to come in. He was holding the three of us hostage to keep the town in line.
When were the amethysts scheduled to arrive?
Hours ago. That thug Bullzog was actually going to execute us if he didn't hear from that crooked constable soon. You really came just in time. We should hurry into town and see if we can't stop Gavendian.
All right, let's go.
Damn bastard Gavendian. Did it all for the jewels. And got away with it, too. Yeah, he got me good. I'll survive, but he cut Loraviv's throat. He didn't have to. He just did it to prove a point. I thought I could be cruel, but he is a monster.
Is anyone else hurt?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't confronted him, he wouldn't have killed her. At least the hostages are all right. You did your part, and you did it well. We can't let that maggot-eating bastard Gavendian get away with this. Old Sagabar wasn't so tough after he got into the stocks. He told me where Gavendian went, where their camp is.
Do you want me to go after him?
What I want to do is go after Gavendian myself. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't want him to slip away. If you're willing, then yes. Do whatever it takes. Just put him down. Oh, and retrieve the jewels, too.
All right, I'll kill Gavendian and return with the jewels. Well, I was gonna head to that delve next, but it looks like I would have to like go here and then go around. Yeah, then there's the delve. There isn't another quest at whatever estate, is there? Oh, there it is. God damn it.
You there! Please! Traveler, please. Have you heard tidings of the Edrald family? I've just come from their manor, and they're gone. Just gone!
Tell me what's wrong.
I've just arrived from Wayrest. Preparations are underway for my Arlie and I to be married. When I returned, the estates were deserted. Her family, the servant, gone. I don't know what could have happened to them.
Any idea where they might have gone?
No, I don't. Arlie's parents have owned this estate since before I was born. We were to be wed here, but a month from now. I know that Rivenspire has bigger problems right now, but this is my future. Will you help me look for them?
We could search together.
Thank you. I'm fairly competent with a dueling blade, but I'm out of my element here. Let's start in the manor house. There has to be some clue there.
What else can you tell me about the situation?
Not much to say, really. I was in Wayrest, sealing writs and appropriating documents in preparation for the wedding. To come back only to find my beloved missing. It's most disheartening.
Your beloved, that would be Arlie?
The Lady Arlie Edrald, of the Westmark Edralds. A storied family of some means. Arlie's granddam was a powerful mage, you see. Her adventures took her all over Tamriel. We were betrothed when we were children, and this has been my home ever since. Quiet as the grave. Wherever they are, they're not here. Dolki was causing her worry. The servant? My word! We should search her quarters. Perhaps something there will hint at what happened. There! Stendar's mercy. Better have left some clue. This might be it. This seems to be Dolke's diary. She was concerned. She writes about Arlie's sad smiles. Missing me, no doubt. She brought Arlie flowers. And then they went to the windmill. Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Well, it's just that the windmill is our spot. Me and Arlie's. It's where we went to, you know, rendezvous. So why would she take Dolke there? It doesn't make any sense.
What else does it say?
Not much. Not about that, anyway. Wait. They saw the Baroness hide something away at the windmill. It doesn't say what. Traveler, the Baroness never goes out there. Why would she hide something?
Anything else?
Nothing. Nothing. But I'm shaking like a leaf. Here, take it away from me. Let's go. Let's check out the windmill. When we were children, Arlie and I came here to get away from the world. What I wouldn't give to have her with us now.
Oh. I didn't realize windmills were like this.
Arlie told her mother. Then it's true. That's the key to the Undercroft. That must have been what the Baroness hid here. But why? We should investigate.
I have a feeling I set this game to windowed full screen before. When I checked the settings, it just said full screen. But I'm pretty sure I was able to move the mouse off the screen before without having to hit the Windows key to like minimize it.
Steel yourself. We don't know what's down there. Arlie's mother did this? She summoned a Daedric prince to... But why? Stendar's mercy! What is that? Are you seeing this?
Yep. I can tell you what it is.
Nothing. What did you just do? It's getting hot over here. The air is starting to fill with dust. I did it! Do you think we'll be all...
Can I go in the portal? Why was the trigger all the way over there?
Thank the eight. When we found the portal closed, I feared the worst.
Are you alright?
A little tired, but unhurt. Dulki and I managed to overpower our captors. Mother and Father, they're still trapped. I'm afraid to ask, but would you be willing to look for them?
Of course.
Fedric brought you, didn't he? I knew he'd not forget me, but I worried. Dulki, will you go with our new friend? I need a moment with Fedric.
Fedric insisted I help.
Oh, I knew he wouldn't abandon me. Thank you for coming. If we get through this, we will be in your debt.
How did you get here?
During the night, there was a crash, and then these terrible creatures crawled up out of the basement. Father, he tried to fight them off, but they overwhelmed him. They caught us and dragged us here, to this awful place.
Did you see where they took your parents?
No, but there are ruins everywhere. Maybe near one of those? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure.
Let's get moving. Arlie, be safe. Please, don't tell her this. But her mother's responsible for bringing us here. They'd not be happy to see us.
Hey, over here, help, please! Daedra everywhere. Took my wife, my daughter.
Your daughter is safe. I'll find your wife. Go, get to the portal.
I don't know who you are, stranger, but thank you. Be careful. These Daedra, they're animals.
Yeah, I would think demons aren't very, civil.
This lava goes on as far as I can see. How can anything live in this place?
Please, I don't want to die. The Daedra. They took my little girl, Arlie. Have you seen my Arlie?
She's safe.
Oh, thank Julianos. I should have never gone into the Undercroft. I should have never taken that key.
Why did you?
Ask Dulki. None of this would have happened if she... But it doesn't matter now. I just want Arlie to be happy again. Is that so wrong?
You put her in danger.
You're right. I should have listened to Alan. He said we should just wait it out. He was right.
Get to safety. Your daughter is waiting.
One last thing. The Daedric Lord here, Valark, has a relic called a Sigil Stone. It's attuned to our manor in Rivenspire. If it isn't destroyed, she could come through at any time. Please, promise me you'll destroy it.
Fine, I promise.
Thank you. Julianos guide you in your quest.
mortal come to stay?
Well now, I've broken a sweat. I've not had this much fun in ages.
Is that a book? Is that the Benoi?
My friend, you are truly a hero worthy of song. I can't begin to express the depth of my thanks. You've done so much for me already. Might I ask your advice?
Advice about what?
My future. As we've walked together, I've come to see how small my life really is. If you hadn't come along, my dearest Arlie and her family would be dead. And perhaps myself as well. I feel... perhaps I should strike out on my own. Become like you?
It's never too late to learn to defend yourself and those you love.
Sage advice. So be it. Once the estate has returned to order, I will return to Wayrest and enlist in the Guard. I will miss my Arlie dearly. But at least when I return, it will be as her capable defender. I am sure she'll wait for me.
Well, that's that. And... oh, it's not quite done yet. How are you doing, Spunky Bun? And welcome to the stream. Oh.
And everything goes back to the way it was? I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you mean?
Federic's back, and Arlie, she really does care for him. Seeing the look on her face as he stepped through that portal. Look, I'm just a servant. If me being around causes problems for her, maybe I shouldn't stay.
Get out of here. See the world and make a name for yourself.
I will, and if I return, it will be as an orc who has struck her name into the face of the world. Thank you, my friend, for inspiring me. Before you go, Arlie wants to speak with you. She's waiting just outside.
Oh, our savior. Thank you again for everything you've done.
You wish to speak with me?
Only to say that without you, none of this would have been possible. My father, my mother, Dulki, maybe even Federic. We would all be dead right now. If you ever have need of a home, please, you will be welcome here.
Trust me, I'm not in need of a home. I already got a mansion back in, the city of Daggerfall.
Dulki? What's wrong?
We're... Federic and I...
We're leaving, Arlie.
Leaving? But where will you go?
To Daggerfall.
Seek our fortunes.
But Federic, you've only just arrived. And Dulki!
It must be done, Arlie. This isn't the place for us. Not for now, anyway.
It's time we made our own way in the world.
But you're just children.
No, Baroness, we aren't. And it's time we acted it.
But that doesn't mean we won't miss you. We'll write.
We will, at that.
Then, if there's no changing your minds, I suppose this is goodbye.
Goodbye, Arlie. Baroness.
We'll see you again someday.
Be careful out there.
Just being Banu. Now we do this quest. I'm just gonna be finishing up this side quest here, and then that's gonna be the stream for the day.
Heal me! To flank!
Circle around!
God damn it.
Flank! Now! Go around!
There's always a hero in every town. They always come after me, and they always die.
Yeah, well, I'm more than just the town hero. I am the hero of Tamriel. You have no idea what you're up against. Well, so far I'm only the hero of about half of Tamriel. I haven't saved all of Tamriel yet, but I'm getting there.
Sagabar and I were just making bets on whether you'd return. Looks like Sagabar's a two-time loser. Did you do it then? Did you kill Gavendian?
I killed Gavendian and brought the stolen jewels back.
Thank you. I suppose it will do little to console young Reuben, but at least we can give Lady Mondori a proper funeral. I got my job back. The mayor's even increased my wages. You have my gratitude. By Moloch, you have the whole town's gratitude.
You were the one who slipped that draft into my mug, were you not? I cannot believe I fell for that. This isn't right, you know. It was the oppressiveness of Redguard society that drove me to become a bandit. Yeah, I blame society.
Sure. Society. Back to town. Ha, nice. I don't know. Should I empty my inventory, or maybe I can get through this quest first and then worry about that? Yeah, that's probably good. Worry about it next time.
The guard certainly needs more recruits, but who thought that Pt.2 would make a good soldier?
You know, there's a tavern. Oh. Right. I have to go around to get to the center of town.
Only the finest merchandise.
Filled the whole bucket, he did.
Right here.
I guess I'll be taking this room. And that's gonna do it for this stream. Let's see here. So that's more of Rivenspire done, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the end of Rivenspire by next stream. We gotta do that whole town thing. The town is destroyed. Typical. And then we gotta do some delves, gotta do that Dark Anchor, and then the Doom Crag, and that should be the end of Rivenspire. And then we'll be moving on to the Alakir Desert. Which, looking at the map, you would think it would go Bankarai first, and then Alakir Desert, because it kind of like loops around. But no. Can't even get to the Alakir Desert from Bankarai. Stupid! Anyway, this is Keijo Kangaroo hopping off.